Hey everyone, welcome to Talking Tennessee.
Where we navigate life's twists, real estate turns, and share Southern stories.
We are your hosts. I'm Rachel Odom.
And I am Brittany Hobson. And it is cold.
I was just getting ready to say, it was a deceivingly warm,
Last week.
yes.
And this weekend.
This weekend was nice. We did get was it Thursday it rained, Friday it rained, and it was rainy all day. But it's freezing.
Yeah.
I had my air conditioning on all week
Yeah.
because it was so warm outside. And then this morning I woke up and it was like 60 degrees in my house.
I know.
I was like, what is happening right now?
It's cold.
It's apparently the first day of spring. Did you know that?
No, that's on the 21st.
Well, then somebody shared it today.
Well, if it's
Too
on
early.
Facebook, it's true.
Well, that's what I was going off
It
of.
is definitely-
Actually, I think it was the city or it was a reputable source. It was
Liars.
happy first day of spring.
They're liars.
I was like, oh, I didn't know that.
21st.
I think it was TVA or Hamlin. I don't know, something. That's what made me believe that it was true.
Yeah. They,
But, I mean, I'm not saying that it is true. I'm just saying that's what I read.
they like to lie. So, pretty sure. But yeah. We apparently need to add a weather segment because we talk about the weather. We're like old people. Like, how's the weather
I know.
today?
Well, I have learned that it's important. to
It
people.
is important.
It really is.
As you get,
I care about, is it going to be warm today? Is it going to be cold today? Is it going to rain today?
Yeah.
Every morning my husband wakes up and he checks the weather without fail. Every morning checks the weather. And so I'm trying to get better because I'm curious. I want to know.
yeah, same. Every morning I'm like, Alexa, what's the weather today? And then I still pull it up on my phone so I can visualize it
Be like,
hourly.
let's see if Alexa's telling the truth.
Yeah, so
Yeah. I don't know.
yeah, exciting news. We are so excited. We are going to be offering a giveaway.
Woohoo.
Woohoo! And you don't have to buy a house or be a client or
I know. You should
anything.
do both of those things.
You should,
but you
or
don't have to.
nor do you even have to be a follower of this podcast. But more than likely, if you're listening to this, you're a follower of our amazingly awesome podcast.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is enter in our NCAA bracket. It's gonna be the men's.
Yes, and I know nothing about basketball,
No.
so don't feel alarmed if you're like, I don't know. Enter it anyways.
Yeah.
Brittany's making me fill one out. So
Yeah. We are going to
you know.
enter it. We are not allowed to win if we become the winner. So
Obviously.
the second place person will become the winner if I was to win. Or if Rachel was to win. I will also say on
I
that,
will not win.
I'm super competitive, so I'm still going to try to beat you all. But you will still win the money if
Yeah.
you were to come in second and I come in first. But
She's gonna have to teach me how to do it.
it's really simple. I'll be sharing. I'll share the link here. Go follow us on Facebook or find us on our pages on YouTube or. I'll have the links everywhere available, but we'll do
We're thinking $100 gift card
probably $100 gift card. Probably
and maybe to Winner's Choice.
yeah. I would be fine with winner's
Yeah,
choice because
wherever
especially
you
if you are not in Tennessee, you can't come and physically pick it up.
Yeah.
So if we need to do like a digital gift card to the Amazon,
Amazon, Home Depot.
yeah, you name it.
I mean, my guess is more men will be interested since it is basketball, but you never know.
I oppose that.
I don't know, but we know the truth.
But yeah, true. But I am excited. I am excited. Tennessee
it'll
got
be good.
the 2 seed. Did not expect them to get the 1 seed because they did so poorly last week against Mississippi. I'm not even going to go there. It's over with. They did.
It's too late.
Yeah, but so did Alabama and Kentucky. It was really interesting. SEC tournament. Weird.
That is weird.
It was weird. Auburn won. I'm a fan of Bruce Pearl. Do you remember Bruce Pearl?
I have no idea who that is.
Why do we even talk?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Guys,
Is he a player?
Oh my word! No, he used to be the coach for Tennessee basketball. Now he's at Auburn. He's a great coach, but he did get a little bit of trouble. But
Oh,
we still love Bruce Pearl.
redemption story, I guess. Or you've just given him that.
No, he just. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was recruitment violation or something like that.
That's whatever.
So spring break is in full-fledged for many people
Yes.
across the state, the country. Any amazing spring break ideas?
I mean, it's hard because I don't get a spring break anymore, you know? Like when I was in high school and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, woo, spring break. I actually know people, and this is odd to me. I don't understand it. I do know people who are adults, like my age, who don't have kids.
Yeah.
They're not in school. They're not a teacher, but they will celebrate. Like, they will go for spring break. And I find that interesting. Like, they'll go, like, Panama City, or I just remember finding that so interesting.
For me, if I did not have kids and wasn't a teacher and I could take a, quote, spring break, I would try to take it like April.
Yeah, when it's actually, like, warm outside.
Well, I would try, just because the rates are so hot in March and 1st of
they're
April.
wanting to go, I guess, for, like, the party of spring break.
Oh. No, I have no desire to party. I'm old.
I don't know. But actually, you know, I know a lot of places, there are some places who offer, like, spring break deals.
There are.
Now they're usually not anything crazy, but, like, I know people who go to, like, Wilderness in Gatlinburg, and they'll stay and do the water park and stuff. And then, I don't know how there's still snow, but I know up in, like, Ober, Gatlinburg, I think they close soon, but they have, like, a deal for skiing
Right.
that spring break time. So those are a couple ideas.
Yeah. The last couple of years, and we are staying local again this year. One year we may go, like, out of town, but most of the time we stay local just because you have to go so far south to even still be warm.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to go to the
Yeah.
beach if it's going to be cold.
No, me either.
You know, now if I know that I'm going to have multiple vacations or something, then maybe, but we're going to check out Top Golf. They do have Price Tuesdays.
Yes.
So we're going to go on Tuesday to the Top Golf, and
You can do, and you may know this, you can actually do day passes for the Wilderness.
yes, you can.
Yeah.
You can.
And just do the water park, if your kids like that.
Yeah, and I will say we'll probably go check out Cruise Farms. I did try their nachos.
I got them last night. They were
Did
good.
you? I think I sent you a picture of that one day. Yeah,
They were good.
they were good. It was sweet though.
It was it was too much ice, like the ice cream to nacho, which was waffle cone. I mean, it was just a lot. I didn't need
It
all
was
of
a lot. I couldn't eat it all either.
No. I liked it though.
But they were great. Mm-hmm. If you're local to East Tennessee, go check out Cruise Farms and get the nachos.
Yeah, it was like you can get whatever ice cream you want,
Yeah.
and then you have a topping, and you can get hot fudge or caramel.
Yeah.
And then it comes with little
Caramel.
pieces. Caramel. I know it is technically caramel,
Yes.
but we are from the South.
Listen, it's a whole thing in my family. They all make fun of me.
Because you say caramel?
I say caramel. I say pecan. Now, I will say it's pecan pie, but it's butter pecan ice cream.
Oh, even less sense. That makes...
Don't
does
ask
not
me,
make sense.
okay? Don't ask.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
several things that I say that they're like, you're a Yankee. I'm not a Yankee. I do not feel like I sound like I'm a Yankee at all. If you're listening to this, you're like, and you're from up north, absolutely not. She's not a Yankee. But
she just has a few words that she pronounced.
I think that I just try to,
Here's what's weird. If you're pronunciating pecan and butter pecan, but pecan and pecan, that doesn't even make sense. That's the same word.
it's just,
Who taught you this?
I don't know. I don't need anybody to teach me that. I just,
Well,
kinda-
as a child, I would imagine that's where you came up with it.
I don't know. It would definitely not be my parents because they're from Granger County and Talbot. Like, let me get their country accents going. My mom's from Rutledge and my dad's from Talbot. They would all, yeah, if they're listening to this, they're probably like,
They're gonna be
Yeah.
mad at you.
I don't care. I make fun of them all the time. Like, I tell my dad all the time, like, I see the picture of, like, you know, your parents walking uphill barefoot backwards in the snow, you know.
Well, I will say, my mom does get irritated at how people pronounce Morristown, because it's Morristown.
Yeah.
But if you say it fast, it's Morristown or
Yeah.
Morristown. Like, I've heard people just butcher it, and I'm like, it's spelled Morris, like Morris.
Morristown.
Yeah. But, you know, we talk fast, and it just gets... jumbled up.
Morristown?
Yeah.
No, no.
Oh, gosh.
I can go real country, but I try.
I try not to, but I will say if I'm fired up and I'm talking fast, it it gets bad.
I will say from my serving days, I found that if those who I am talking to are very country, I catch myself
Yeah.
trying to talk more country for them and
Yeah.
vice versa. So if I'm talking to someone who's a little
That's
more,
true.
so like I can definitely fluctuate on how I'm talking.
Yeah. That's true.
But yeah, how do you the little colored writing utensil that kids use to draw pictures?
A crayon?
Crayon, yeah. But do you know some people call it like a crayon?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's weird.
Well, and fire is one that I've...
Bar.
Uh-huh. I try to pronounce my words,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Fire, spaghetti. I cannot. That and library. Unless you're a little kid. Or you have a true speech impediment or something.
Yeah.
You should say library and spaghetti.
What are
Some people call it sketty.
Oh, I don't like
And library.
No.
Library. I can't. No, it's
no.
library.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Yeah. Anyways.
Like pronounce, because most of the time they know how to say it. They're choosing not to.
Yeah.
So just
Yeah.
say the word.
Yeah.
There's
So-
a little rant for the day.
Yeah. So, we'll say, Crumble Cookies coming to Morristown.
When are they supposed to open?
I don't know, but I took my niece this weekend to Crumble Cookie, and we sat in the car.
Have you been before?
Yeah, I've been a couple times. So we got all the flavors, and we sat in the car, and we were trying them. And I will say the flavors I felt like for this week were not like if I was to pick, like they were not. So there was traditional chocolate chip.
Yeah.
It was okay. There was a chocolate mint, reminded me of the chocolate Oreo mint. It was okay. There was pancake.
Oh,
And it was okay.
Yeah.
Lucky Charms. That was my niece's favorite. So sweet. Oh, it was so
Yeah,
sweet.
yeah.
And I was super excited about trying it. It was key lime pie and coconut lime cookie. So I was excited. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, because it was warm this past weekend. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh. We tried the coconut lime, and it tasted like eating perfume.
Like a sunscreen.
Oh, it was so bad. And I was like, okay, maybe it's just the coconut's what's making it bad or whatever. So it's like, but I bet you the key lime's going to be great. Because I love key lime pie.
Yeah. Not good.
Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. Like,
So disappointing. Because those cookies
Are
are not
expensive.
cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
oh, we were so disappointed. We were like, it was so bad. And we were both very dramatic. So, yeah, I was like, I will not be getting key lime pie or coconut lime.
No.
And they were the chilled cookies.
Oh, yeah. See, I've not had crumble cookie a lot because I tried them in Nashville once. And
Yeah.
I liked them pretty good. But then I was introduced to Insomnia Cookie,
Oh,
which
I've not tried
is
that.
in Knoxville near
Okay,
the school, UT. They are amazing.
I want to try those.
They're very good, and they have normal, like, my thing with crumble cookie is they might go 4 weeks without a cookie that I want because they rotate all their flavors except for one or two. Well, Insomnia keeps all of their cookies the whole time, but they'll add like seasonal ones to their menu.
Yeah.
But they're warm, they're gooey, they are top tier. They're delicious.
Here we are again,
Talking about food.
talking about food. We're going to start eating.
This is just going to turn into a food podcast before
know.
too long.
Welcome to Food Network with Brittany and Rachel.
Yeah, I used to want to be on Food Network. I loved it. I love food.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am hopeful that
I'm
ours will
excited, but
open
I
soon.
also am very like, I mean, like for me, going to Crumble Cookies like a treat. Like
yeah,
I'm not
I
going
won't
all
be
the
going there all
time.
the time either. No, because like I said, it's sometimes weeks. Because
I mean, I dropped, which I bought 12 so that I could take some back home to like give. But it was like $45, and I was
Yeah.
like, what in the world?
yeah,
Like
that's high.
for some cookies. Yeah, it was
Sad.
fun.
Oh, can they hear it? Oh, there we go.
So that means it is time for our real estate corner. So the
Good time.
part of the show where we give you some real estate advice or share some market tips. I think with spring, first official day of spring, I think it's a great
Apparently,
time
21st.
this week. it's a great time to talk about curb appeal and just some outdoor ways to enhance the look of your home. And it could improve the value of your home, but it could just make your home more desirable
Yeah.
for a potential buyer. So
Yes.
a couple things I think that are easy that can be either relatively cheap or you could hire out very affordable. I think repainting or freshening up, like if your house is really, like your house in general, like most people today, it's siding or brick or whatever,
Yeah.
but you know, it may be like if your house, there's some houses that are painted. So if you've got a lot of cracks, you might want to consider freshening that up if you can match it.
Yeah.
But biggest would be like repainting your doors or
Yeah.
like your trim. And you can do that really cheap.
Yeah. I've done both of those things to my house.
Yeah.
And, you know, I have several windows. And it took me, you know, a few days probably
Yeah.
because I just did it after work. But I'm sure I could have hired it out pretty cheap too.
Yeah. And you can, I think painting your garage doors.
I've done that.
I
I did
did
a
paint
gel stain on mine, and that wasn't hard either. And of course, it could have been done better.
Right.
But it looks pretty good, and it actually kind of made them look. I did like a dark brown almost.
Oh, yeah.
Almost black, but not quite. And it almost looks a little textured. I don't know. I like how they turned out a lot.
Yeah. I think another would just be without painting. Just cleaning your windows.
Yeah, sometimes it's really good to just get that pressure washer
I was going
out.
to say, pressure wash your driveway, clean your windows, spray off the siding.
Yeah.
Those are easy. You can, a lot of times you can even probably hire a teenager if you are not able to. Like
I know several teenagers who
I was
would
like,
do
I
that,
know my
so-
son would totally go. He loves to pressure wash.
Yeah.
And so,
It doesn't bother me either. Like, I think for plenty of people, they would be perfectly fine doing that.
yeah.
This is probably not going to be on your list, but I'm going to throw it in there just because personally I have this problem, but we don't have a big yard, and I have 2 dogs. And this year I will be getting a pooper scooper,
Yeah.
or whatever they're called. I think they're called that. And Spencer, I ain't going to be doing it. He will be cleaning up dog poop out of the yard. I'm
Yeah.
sick and tired
If you've
of
got I can
dog
see
poop
that.
in the yard. And that's just something that I know in my house. And so other people with dogs, some people probably already cleaned it up. But if you're
Right.
going to have people, you know, checking out the house, walking around outside, let's clean up the poop so they don't have to worry about stepping in it.
Yeah. And I think
So I need to order one of those off Amazon right now.
Yeah, I think I think everyone obviously thinks, especially if you're local in Lowe's or Home Depot or your landscaping places, refresh your landscaping, throw in some mulch, maybe a couple flowers.
Yep.
Those go a long way.
Yeah.
I think having some type of outdoor lighting.
Yeah.
You don't have to go depending. Like if you're going to stay there, find the lighting that works for you. If you're planning on selling, just find something that is neutral. And another one that I feel like a lot of people do not think about is if your mailbox is real dingy
Yeah.
or falling apart, replace your mailbox or spruce it up a little bit.
That's another thing I need to do too is my new mailbox is old. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's a mailbox, so you know, it does its job. But there are actually some really cute mailboxes
There
out
are.
there. Like I've seen some cute ones that I would really like to have.
And I will say mailboxes can cost a little more than what I think people think because I just bought one for my father-in-law for Christmas. But I mean, most of the time you just don't. But you know, maybe you need to paint the post or whatever, and then if you have any like roof leaks or whatever, try to repair those, especially if you're going to list your house. But also, even if you're not going to list your house, try to repair those.
Yeah.
But
Don't want your roof leaking.
clean your gutters, or if you need to repair, we've got great local gutter places that can even do repairs. That's very affordable. Like I don't feel like they're out here
I
gouging
don't
people.
either. I don't either.
And I've even had them come out and look at mine, and they're like, "You don't need new gutters. You need this."
Yeah.
So like they weren't trying to like upsell me
Yeah,
because they could have easily took advantage of me. And
We got new gutters because we did need new gutters on our house, and they were like, "You don't need any more." We had 6, I think, downspouts at the time, and they're like, "You're gonna put bigger gutters on, so you don't need as many downspouts. So we'll
Right.
just do 4 downspouts instead of 6 or whatever I had before." And I was like, "Great, that's even better. Save me some money." So I was like, "That's I've worked with a few. I think different ones, but I don't think they're, for what they do as far as gutters, they have a very important job.
They are
and
very
they are
important.
not terribly expensive to do.
No.
Like,
It's on my list for this year.
yeah, it's, you know, couple $1,000s, maybe a little more, and they are essential
Yes.
to your house.
They are. I want to get the oversized, and I want to get black. I'm going to
That's
do
what
black
we
gutters.
did. Yeah.
And then I will say, if you are going to sell your house, my word of advice for any of your outside stuff is this. One, don't go overboard.
Yeah.
You know, if you garden of any, you know, like plants grow. It may look a little bare now, but give it time. Do not go and plant 12 holly bushes in your landscaping because the future
Yes.
owners
Yes.
will not like you. And
Yes.
I am that future owner. We tore out like over 30 holly bushes in
Oh
our
my
house
gosh,
since we lived there.
that's crazy.
And they don't come back. They're the spawn of Satan. They just, and they can be pretty. I will say,
Yeah.
like, they can be pretty,
But
but
they
I
grow
hate them.
big, don't
they
they?
grow
Yeah, that's what I
so
was thinking.
big, and they overtook everything. So I was like, pull them.
Yeah.
I will say, some of your landscaping is not necessarily going to give you a return on your investment. You're going to enjoy it. It's going to make your house more desirable. But you can spend a lot of money in your landscaping.
Oh, yeah.
And like there's water features.
Yeah.
And those are beautiful. But I'm just going to tell you right now, you're not getting a return on your investment. So like if you put in a $30,000 water feature or a $5,000 water feature,
Yeah.
you need to enjoy that. And if you
Yes.
enjoy it, that is great. That's
Yeah.
all that matters. But you're not going to get that money
No.
back.
Because the thing is, with that, there is a lot of maintenance that comes. Like, personally, I wouldn't want that. Because I
Right.
don't want to deal with the maintenance and
Right.
making sure it doesn't get clogged, the pump doesn't go out, the thing doesn't get leaks in it. Like, that's just too much work for me, personally.
And if you are going to sell, you know, you can throw in some colored flowers or whatever, but don't go too bold. Like if you're planning, if your goal is to sell,
Yeah.
I would stay as neutral or just
Yeah.
as common. Like I wouldn't go and paint your house purple or
No.
green. Now, if you're or your garage doors or whatever, but you know, if you're going to stay there, I mean, we've said this. Like if you're going to stay there, enjoy your house. If you want your house to be rainbow sparkles,
Yeah.
paint your house rainbow sparkles and invite me over because that sounds fun.
I would also, when we bought our house, we had this, and I know it was a time when people used it, people still use it now, but that outdoor carpet that goes like on your porch or on your deck or whatever, it's horrible. I hate it.
Yeah.
And I have glue residue on my porch from where, because this, I mean, that stuff had been on my porch for 30 years probably. And so I ripped that stuff out. So if you have something that's easy to do, like that was easy for me to rip it up. It was a little time consuming to get the glue off, but it's been there. It's dingy. You know, you might think, it's not really going to matter. It's not going to change anything. And that's true, it won't. But it does show better if you don't have, like, older things that nobody really wants
No, I
on
get
the
it.
house anymore.
Not to
And
know.
like my garage, you know, we've got patches of it in my garage that I don't know what to do with because my refrigerator's on it or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's just like, I don't know. There's a lot of things for a porch you can do, and I need to repaint my porch right now, but the outdoor carpet, I think, is just a no-go.
Yeah, I get it. And then I would say my last thing for curb appeal would be, if you're in a neighborhood that has an HOA, just make sure you follow the HOA rules, especially if you're about to sell your house.
Yeah. Speaking of an HOA, I see TikTok videos all the time, and Instagram videos, and whatever else. And I agree. Defund the HOA or all you want to, whatever. But if you're buying a house that has an HOA, just like she said, you better make sure you abide by their rules.
Right.
If you don't want to abide by somebody else's rules, and I don't buy a house in an HOA.
Yeah.
They can restrict the color of your house, the color of your front door, how many vehicles you have in the yard. I mean, there's a lot of things.
How tall your grass is.
Yes. And so, if that's what you like, that is fine. Like, if you're fine with that,
And there's
go
people
right
that
ahead.
want that. They want to make sure that their neighbor's
because
house...
they want to have a nice neighborhood. I get it. There's a reason that they exist. But you need to be aware of the consequences if you do not abide by those HOA rules and you bought a house with one. They can fine you. They can make you undo what you've just done that they don't like.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're thinking about doing something that you're like, I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, you better find out. Because they'll be making sure that you either do it the way they want to or you're getting in trouble.
Yep. 100%.
So, just a little word of advice. If you don't like those rules,
Don't
buy a house with an HOA.
And if you do want to make sure your neighbors...
If you do like that, which, like you said, you want a certain look to your house, you want everything to be well kept, you want to be in a nice neighborhood, an HOA is going to make that happen.
Yeah.
So,
and if you've been looking for a way to fill a little bit of power, I guess it could be on your HOA board.
Exactly. There you go. Even better.
Not for me. Random fact for you.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a question, see if you answer this one.
Oh, I see. That's not a random fact.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you the random fact after you can or cannot answer the question.
Okay.
What animal kills the most people each year?
Oh, I think it's cows. No, I think it's cows. Horses?
No,
I feel like it's cows.
incorrect.
Okay.
Mosquitoes.
What?
Mosquitoes are the deadliest animal in the world. They
I don't
kill...
feel like that should have counted as an animal.
Well,
Because I wasn't even thinking like an insect.
well,
Not that I
they
would've
kill
thought it,
more
but-
people than any other creature due to the diseases they carry.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I also feel like
hate
bees might be higher up because, people are allergic.
people can be allergic, but I feel like
Don't say anything because I know you're about to say if you have a bee allergy or whatever, you got EpiPen. I don't know. I have a friend whose husband is pretty allergic to bees. Like,
Yeah.
he could get stung by one and live. But if he got stung by one, like, in this region, in his neck or his face, it could kill him.
yeah,
Like, he's allergic.
Yeah.
But he has no EpiPen at all. And I'm like, that's
he
not-
doesn't have an EpiPen at all.
No, I'm like, that seems a little risky. But, No,
Yeah.
no, I guess he could go, I don't know what he would do.
Yeah, no.
I don't think that's safe.
Well,
Now, if he gets stung on the leg or whatever, he's fine. It's just if he were to get stung in the neck or whatever. But still,
Right. no,
scary.
I get it. I would say we may not know. You may not know this. Our age difference may come in. But when you think of bee stings and someone dying in a movie, do you think of a movie? Do you know what movie I'm talking about?
Okay, well, I do, but it's not the same one.
Oh.
The only reason that I think of it is, did you watch Bridgerton?
I love Bridgerton.
Well, the Bridgerton, their dad,
Oh yeah,
he died from a bee sting.
right.
And so that's what I think of.
No,
But
if you're out there, you know what movie I'm thinking of, right? People.
is this like a horror movie or something?
No, I don't do horror movies.
I didn't think so.
My Girl. Have you ever
Oh.
watched My Girl?
I have, but it has been a long time.
I was like, Rachel, it's your homework. Go watch My
It
Girl.
has been a long time.
It's an old movie, but it's the best. It's so sweet. I love it all. And and he dies, and his
From a bee
glasses.
sting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've got to go watch it.
Yeah, I definitely think that I have, but I
It's
was
old.
probably young.
Let's see, when did it come out? My Girl. It came out in 1991.
Okay.
You wasn't even born yet,
No, it wasn't.
but it's so good.
I knew exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
I just don't know.
yeah. In other news around the world, have you seen the whole Kate Middleton saga? Like, where's Kate Middleton? What's going on with the royal family?
Okay, so yes, I have seen this very, very randomly. Like, I'll just see something like Kate Middleton's here. Like, it's people like being kind of funny about it or whatever, and I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. Is she disappeared? Are they getting divorced? Like, I don't understand.
I don't either.
Does anybody know?
No,
Has she just not been seen in general in a while?
I
Or,
think
like, what?
so. She had abdominal surgery in January. Mm-hmm. I don't know what that abdominal surgery is. Like speculations, hysterectomy speculations.
Yeah, which-
she had the mom, like the whole whatever
Who
that
knows?
surgery is.
Yeah, like
I
a
don't
mommy
know.
makeover.
Yeah. But I will also say, like, she had 3 babies and walked out of there like every time, like no problem. So if she had a hysterectomy, and I understand everyone has complications or whatever, but
Yeah.
I mean, I had a complete hysterectomy and was at trunk or treat at the church like a day later. Probably not my smartest move, but
Probably not.
but you know, I mean, which I know everyone's different.
So are they saying they've not seen her since January or before?
That's what they're saying. I don't know. And then I saw something like then they were together, and then they were getting divorced, and then they were like
I
all this
know.
stuff.
Like I saw a picture from a Mother's Day ad or something, which seemed early, and they were like, "Oh, she doesn't have her ring on."
And she's photoshopped, and she's
and
like,
was
I don't
like,
know.
I mean, maybe she
Like
is.
I don't have my
photoshopped.
ring on. I'm married.
Oh, you don't do you?
I don't ever wear it. I don't know why. Like whenever I don't know. I need to put it back on.
I don't know if I've even
Noticed.
paid attention.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and that's not like. I don't know. She probably isn't allowed to not wear it, because of
I don't know.
the speculation. That
Well, and then
happened.
like William or Prince William did something, and he didn't use like their joint symbol
Yes.
together. And then King
mean-
Charles is super sick and is now on hospice, but he's not stepping down. And I'm
so
like,
interesting.
it is, and we'll never know the truth.
Oh no, absolutely not.
I mean, we can speculate, but the
Yeah.
speculations are getting way out of hand.
I don't understand, and maybe you don't either. I don't really follow them,
I do a little.
but I know when the brother
Harry,
Harry got married,
yes.
they apparently don't like his wife.
I
Or
think that like Harry
she
and
doesn't like
Meghan,
them,
yeah, I think like they
or-
made a really big deal over stuff. I don't know.
Do they live there?
No, they're here now.
Oh, okay.
But you know, Megan's from here.
Yeah, I saw her in Suits.
Yeah,
That's where I know her from.
I know.
So I don't know how those two met.
I don't know. But I will say there were some scenes in Suits. It's like, oh, I don't know if you can be a royal and be a.
I'd say you can. That was pre-royalty.
It was. It was. So.
Oh, yeah.
real
But I just
interesting.
remember a few years ago, everybody was talking about them and how she wasn't welcomed and they didn't like that she was black. And I was like, I don't even understand
I don't know.
what is happening right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
So crazy.
Yeah.
So much stuff.
I don't know. I'm interested to see. And will it ever come out? Where? Like, maybe it could be the new show. Like, instead of Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Where in the world is Kate Middleton?
She's probably in her bed recovering from who knows what.
Yeah.
Or she's just tired of being in the spotlight. I don't know.
I mean, you know, as we're doing a episode on a podcast that we're going to, publish publicly.
And let everybody listen to our lives for the
Yeah.
next 35
Whatever.
minutes.
But like, I could not imagine being someone
Oh.
like I don't want to be someone who's
Yeah.
like.
Watch.
I mean, we can totally record. Like, if I said something
Yeah.
really crazy, I could
Yeah.
just not post that. But
Yeah.
if you're a celebrity or someone famous, like you do something
I
stupid,
know.
people are watching your
All
every
the time.
move.
And even, I mean, you think of celebrity, take a step above that.
Oh, yeah.
And they are, there's nothing that they do that's not watched. I mean,
No.
nothing.
Like, they can't even go to the bathroom.
No,
anymore.
that's what I was going to say. They probably can't even use the bathroom without somebody knowing where they are, what they're doing, how long they're in there. I mean, it's crazy. I can't. And I think, wasn't she very wealthy, but not like a royal or whatever herself?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think she was. I think she was.
She was something, but
Yeah, but
don't
not
know.
that. I mean, I can't imagine. I think that'd be so hard. Can you imagine like how hard that would be on a marriage and your kids?
no.
Now you do have a ton of money, so that does help.
You do have
but-
money and you have nannies and housekeepers.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I could figure it out though.
Well, I like it, no, but I will live with it. Okay?
I mean, if you want
all
to
the
come and
houses,
clean my house,
all the vacations you could ever want. Yeah.
You know.
That part I'll take.
yeah.
But just leave me alone.
I mean, I could figure it out.
Yeah.
Let's see. I
Definitely.
mean, may not be able to be your realtor, but I could be your, queen
Yeah.
for no.
I would do that. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
be an interesting life.
I mean, people would judge you constantly, but they're judging you now.
Yeah, exactly. And I
Like-
ain't even got a bunch of money for them to judge, so
We don't make too many important decisions.
no, nobody cares.
They, yeah. Any local things going on East Tennessee that you know of?
I think it's next weekend that there's some Easter markets happening soon
Yeah.
downtown and stuff. I think this upcoming weekend and next.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course tons of like Easter egg hunting
Yeah.
happening, like all the churches, lots of businesses.
Mm-hmm.
I think doesn't one of the churches drop them from a helicopter? Did I
Maybe.
make that up?
I don't know.
Maybe that's candy for something else. I don't think so though. I feel like one of the churches
Candy.
has dropped the Easter eggs before.
Someone
from,
dropped
like, a
candy though
helicopter.
from a helicopter.
I can't remember if it's
Like, is it
candy.
Willy Wonka?
No.
That'd be cool though.
Yeah.
I would love to go to the real. Not that it's real, but I would
Yeah,
love to
me
go
too.
to
the real chocolate factory.
the real fake Willy Wonka chocolate factory.
I love chocolate.
Yeah, have you watched the new Wonka movie?
With the Timothy Chalamet.
I mean, I don't know who's in it, but it's like the new Wonka movie.
Yeah, no, I
it's in
haven't
the
watched it. I
theaters.
haven't
Or
watched
yeah, it's super
I've
cute.
watched, of course, the original, and then
Yes.
I've watched the one with
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
But then there's the new one, which has the Timothy Chalamet. I have not watched it. No.
It's so good.
Is it?
It's good. Yeah, we watched it at home. You can buy them. Like we paid $20 and just watched it from home
Oh yeah.
with my bag of popcorn from the movie
Oh yeah,
theater.
you told me about your.
But
popcorn,
yeah,
right?
it's so good. It's a musical. Sawyer,
Mm.
my middle child, like we're singing it all day, every day. Like he's acting like he's Willy Wonka, so
Mm-hmm.
it's cute. We enjoy it.
I haven't watched it. No.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, you
I
have
did
to
watch
it.
a movie. I think it was on Netflix. I'm pretty sure it was Netflix. It was called Damsel. It's a newer movie, and it might be a little too. It wasn't like gory necessarily or anything like that, but it was about the girl from Stranger Things is in it. She stars in it, and she marries the prince, and as they're getting ready to leave for her honeymoon, she's given as a sacrifice. Oh goodness, I think I did something.
Oh.
But it's a good movie. It's very different take on, like, a damsel in distress. She's not
gotcha.
in distress, but she fights a dragon and all this stuff. But it's pretty good.
I got you. Well, interesting. One last thing before we go. So have you heard that like they're trying to ban TikTok? I mean, that's been going on for a
I
while.
feel like that has happened like 10 times. They're like, oh, we're going to ban TikTok. Tell me why.
I don't know. Well, I think it's because it's a Chinese-owned company and all this stuff. But I'll also say, like, there's things that I do. Like, the first to say, like, I said I would never download TikTok, and then COVID happened, and here I am watching TikTok every night before I go to sleep. And at one point, I'd probably been really sad if they, like, banned TikTok.
Yeah.
And I would still, like, hate it for certain aspects. But honestly, like, this past few weeks, like, I've noticed, like, Elise Myers. Do you know Elise Myers?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's super sweet. Like,
Yeah.
she's very open and honest about things she struggles with in life. She's a now verified content creator. Well, she's, like, taken all her videos down from, like, all of these, like, trolls and just wanting people to, like... People are wanting her to have, like, a political stance and all this stuff. And, like, I'm a firm believer, like, if I am a public figure, especially an
Yeah.
actor or whatever, like... My political preference should not dictate your political preference. Like, if I'm
Yes.
Republican, I'm Republican. If I'm Democrat,
Yes.
I'm Democrat. Like, because I am John Cena, you should not vote. Like, you don't
Yeah.
know them
Yeah.
as a true person. And so, like, and she's got a son or a daughter, like, that's got health issues. Like, you know, like, if that's your way you've became a public figure is by
Yeah.
politics, then
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But don't force someone or try to make someone, you know.
I follow her on Instagram.
Okay.
'Cause
You're a bigger Instagrammer.
I do. I do more Instagram than I do TikTok. But I have noticed all the time people are like, what's your thoughts on this? How could you post videos when this is happening? And I'm like, she's not going to respond to
Right.
that. Like, she's just living her life.
I wonder if she's taking her Instagram videos down.
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, that's my thing, is like, because in today's society, people cannot agree to disagree.
No.
Like, if your favorite color is blue and I hate blue,
Well, then.
you know, and I'm just using that obviously as an example, but, you know.
Then you're the worst person in the world and blue's horrible.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, okay, we can even talk about it. You can talk to me about how great blue is, and I can say, well, I think blue's bad, and we can have this grown-up conversation. And maybe we change our mind on something, or maybe we can be open on something, or maybe we don't. And you say, okay, well, at the end of the day, I still vote for my blue color, or I still like this blue, and you like, it doesn't matter.
And I will say, and this is refreshing to me, because where we are on social media a lot,
Right.
it's easy to see people are just so in disagreement, somebody agrees, people are so divided. But when you actually sit down with a person in person, you know, my mom and I travel pretty often, my husband and I do, and we'll have conversations, or we'll overhear conversations with people in the real world, and typically it's not going the way that it is online.
No.
There's a lot of times we're in person, I'm like, this is refreshing, because we can meet a lot of people who are very like-minded as us, or if they're not, they can have a civil conversation about.
Yeah.
And of course, there's people out there who are extreme and can't do that. But it is sometimes refreshing to get off your phone and have a conversation in person and realize this is not nearly as bad in person as it would be if we were on social media.
Yeah, I think it's good to challenge your mind and, you know, to think. But I think that one thing that I really hope for my kids is that people will stop, like, you know, if you believe in this, then that does not make you a bad person. Or if you don't believe in that, does not make you a bad person. So, I mean, you don't necessarily have to hang out with somebody if you don't like something, but you don't have to. So much division is getting done across the country because of news outlets and government or whatever. And it doesn't matter what side of the stance you're on. And we'll see you all back here next week.
Next Sunday's Palm Sunday? Is that this coming Sunday?
Next Sunday, well, this coming Sunday, I think, is Palm Sunday. Next Sunday's Easter.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
I think I'm going out of town.
Fun. Maybe we'll be podcast from outside of Morristown.
Maybe. I think I'll be back by Monday, but we'll see. Right. One of these days, one of us is going to go somewhere and we're going to get to experiment.
One day. Well, y'all have a great week and enjoy the whatever weather Tennessee throws at you this week, or wherever you're at.
Hopefully it's warm.
Yeah.
I just hope wherever we are, it's warm.
Yeah, 100%. So.